Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm Annette. I'm here from Word on Curve podcast. Thanks for joining me here this evening. Stop by tonight. Hey, Frank and Christina Sasso, my producers, who are going to be doing some phenomenal things down there in Brunswick, Georgia. I'm looking forward to it. I stopped by today, and the first thing I'd like to do is introduce myself. Again, I'm Annette. I'm your host here at Word on Curve podcast. You can see us right now on Facebook or YouTube. We're going to be expanding. We're taking our time. Y'all know I just did the chop chop, right? We're going to be expanding and looking forward to a broader audience. So we're going to twist and turn a little bit with respect to our topics. But until we do, let's get into the one tonight. Let me find my notes because I don't want to get it wrong. We're talking about, those social media couples. That's the topic tonight. Social media, you know, where those relationships are so perfect. We've talked about this before, right? The social media people. Oh, baby, listen, this thing is real. And it's so real that it's important to have the conversation because so many people get caught up on social media relationships. Like you look at all of these people and don't forget to hydrate, drink water, that is, eat fruit, and moisturize your feet, hands, and face and mind your business. If it ain't your business, stay out of it. If they ain't yours, don't touch them. Don't miss the last part. Um, and so we're talking about those social media couples, right? So let's be honest. Have you ever, have you ever stayed in a post or stayed in or posted about a relationship just to keep up appearances? Have you ever done that? Some of us do it, right? Some of us talk about it, so private and hiding from somebody nuts. Really, I'm not joking. That I'm real careful about what I say and talk about. But let's be honest, have you ever done that? Because social media has got us caught up in the grips and we're tripping. And we're tripping because we think that what we see on social media is what's really happening. The social media pressure make people pretend. The social media make people pretend. You better believe it. That they're happy even when they're not. Of course they do. Y'all get us all invested in your relationship. We're talking about social media couples, right? We're talking about you coming on Facebook. You're talking about, oh, I said yes to the dress. That's the first thing. Yes to the dress for what, right? And then comes I said yes. And we like that. See, I'm a romantic. I love love. I love being in love. I love everything about it. I like the good, bad, and the ugly that comes with being in love. Because being in love is a commitment. It's a commitment. It's a commitment, right? And so social media makes people pretend they're happy even when they're not. And if you had to delete social media tomorrow, this is a question for all of you. If you had to delete social media tomorrow, would your relationship survive without public validation? I mean, when did we get to the point that um, we had to have posts about everything we do? We're dressing alike. We're taking Christmas pictures. We're doing oh, that's unnecessary. Like you being together, being happy, fighting sometimes. Excuse me, fighting sometimes, disagreeing sometimes, not getting along sometimes, sleeping in separate rooms sometimes. Those are relationships we want to hear about because those are the real ones. For example, the anniversary post versus the silent treatment. They post long captions on their anniversary, but didn't even speak to each other all day. Looks perfect online. Real life, cold and disconnected. That's right. And listen, for the record, when you see them posting so much on social media, they're trying to prove to you that they're doing all those things. They're trying to prove to you. And anybody who says they are, they're lying. Tell them I said so. I sent for them. Let them come. We'll do a live podcast with those who just post about all the glorious things as if life doesn't happen to them, right? Got people jammed up trying to meet your standards. And yeah, that's what social media does. It has people jammed up trying to meet standards that are unrealistic. They're unrealistic. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship. How about the vacation? That was anything but. They post beautiful vacation pictures, cocktails, beaches, matches, outfits. What you don't see is the constant arguing, the separate beds, and more texting friends than each other. Yeah, the image looks dreamy, but the reality is dreamy. How about the constant my baby post? My baby's so great. I'm so proud of him. He does A, B, C, D, and E, and I love how he does whatever. And most days he can't stand you because of your mouth. And how about him? Oh, my girl, my baby, she got it going on. She cooks. We need to know that. Don't argue with me. Argue with your reality. Get off social media with that. It's okay to post pictures. I'm not advising against posting pictures. I'm not even suggesting it. All I'm saying is when you get us invested, you come on here talking about how great it is and you found the love of your life and uh, he was just out there waiting and he didn't belong to anybody else. Um, yeah. So I got distracted. I'm sorry. Uh, yeah. So stop with the nonsense. Just be real. Give people something to look at and emulate because it's real. Stop with that phony stuff. Constant, my baby this, my baby that. Social media sees love. The real circle, the real circle, everybody has one. They know it's a mess. So how do we do that? We got to understand that social media is a highlight reel. It's not the whole story. It's not the whole story, people. It's a highlight. You know, the highlights, they give you the highlights. That's what social media is. They give you the highlights. They talk about, how great their life is and how they love everything and everything's everything and not the whole story. Most people post the good but hide the bad. And I'm not suggesting that you should tell your bad, but be realistic in your relationships. Start with that. We don't argue. Then y'all don't have a relationship. Who gonna do the dishes? Who gonna do the laundry? Do I have to do it all the time? Will you cook sometime? Oh, there's no gas in the car. Who should put stop? That's real life. Things happen. We happen. We change. We go through moods. All men and women alike. We go through moods. Relationships can be real good. I had one. I'm a widow now. I had one, right? And I talk about it all the time because it wasn't perfect. It was just really good, which makes it difficult for me to deal with some of the nonsense out here. My standards aren't too high. My reality is real. That's the difference. It's not too high standards, it's reality about what relationships look like, what they feel like, what they act like, what they talk like, what they walk like, and what they do, right? No perfection, reality. So take posts with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt because I promise you, everything you see is not real. It's not. Stop comparing and focus on your reality, not their presentation. So let's remember that. When we're looking at relationships and we're looking on Facebook and Oh, they're traveling everywhere and they're driving down a highway and her hair is blowing in the wind and he's looking at her as if he could die for her. There are times when I promise you he wants to because he's sick of some of it. But we stick with it because there's love. That's real relationships, right? Not all the good. And you don't have to post the bad. I'm just asking that for the young people out here. Y'all be realistic about what relationships actually take. And don't get on here with this phony stuff about, oh, you have to commit to each other. And you have to do this and you have to understand. But be real. Relationships are difficult. And I don't care who they're with. It takes work and it's everyday work. Understanding is the best thing in the world, but that's not all of it. Patience, commitment through the good times and the bad times. So many people are so ready to give up at the drop of a hat. Oh, we had an argument. Oh, we had a fight, and this happened and that happened. And what you said for better or for worse, and you don't take abuse under any circumstances. But if you're the abuser and the narcissist, check yourself before you wreck. Reality is every relationship has ups and downs. Don't judge yours by curated clips and captions. Don't judge your relationship by that. Don't insist that your man or woman come up to their standards. Look, you're not doing A, B, C, D, and E, and they're doing everything. No, they're not. They're lying. Mm. And if they're not lying, they're pretending. And if they're not pretending, they're adding to. And they're leaving out all the good stuff. Healthy couples, healthy being operative, don't have anything to prove to anybody under any circumstances about what the relationship looks like, feels like, and sounds like. And so when you see a bunch of pictures and a bunch of postings oh, he loves me so much, he took me to Keiko's Turks and Caicos, or and that's a great place for people to be if you want to be with each other because there's great island, but not a lot to do. I know from experience, right? So we got to be real about the love that we have. Love does not need performance for the cameras. It's consistent and it's private too. Healthy couples don't feel the need to do that all the time. They don't. And posting and saying, hey, my husband and I are traveling and this happened and that happened. And I love those videos where, she's pushing him into the sauna or the pool, or he's pushing her and they're laughing and they're having fun. That's realistic. That happens, right? I love those podcasts. I love those discussions where people are saying, he got on my nerves today. She got on my nerves today. It's tough out here. Relationships, they help and they hurt because there's two people trying to mesh and come together as one. And so often at the first tribulation, people give up. If your relationship is good, if your partner is doing the right thing, you know what the right thing is. Whatever the right thing is for you, roll with it. As long as there's no abuse, roll with it. And abuse is not ever acceptable. But stop with the phony posts. Stop with the, oh, we're so great, we're so happy. If you've been married more than 6 months, y'all fighting. Unless he or she ain't there, unless you're not around each other, unless you're not dealing with each other. But if you're dealing with each other, there's a fight. And I'm not talking about physical, I'm talking about a disagreement. Yeah, a disagreement. They happen. They happen, and it's okay. All of the social, Steve and Marjorie Harvey. Interesting. And some people try to emulate them, but they're multimillionaires. We're not. And as much as we pretend to be, we're not. Some of us may have a little bit of change, but that's all it is. Because at the end of the day, anybody in business is in debt. Don't forget that. Anybody in a marriage is struggling sometimes. Doesn't mean the marriage is bad. It means that sometimes they're struggling. That's all of us. That's reality. So listen, I want to thank you for joining me here this evening. My name is Annette. I want to advise you to go have some reality. Stop looking at social media couples as the perfect example of what you need to do. And start looking at you. What do you want? What do you want to do? What works for you? What doesn't work for you? But to believe that what you see on social media is all real, you're setting yourself up for failure. Stop pressuring your mate to meet those standards. They're not real. And when people are, here's another thing, people in business are in debt, hands down. Don't believe anything else. People who are traveling all the time are also accruing some debt unless they're paying for all of it up front. Now, listen, you know what you make. I know what I make. I know what I can afford. I know what comes into my house every month. And so I look at some of y'all traveling everywhere, you're buying new cars, you're doing this and doing that. I got 6 figures plus. You might have three, but you're doing it. And I'm proud of you. Keep doing it. But for those of you who believe there's no debt involved, you're missing the message. Traveling is about fun. Go have some fun. Stop comparing yourself to other people. It's okay to have a little bit of debt. Hey, at one point I had a lot of it and I had to get rid of it and I did what I needed to do. That's no secret. We can have that discussion another time too. But the point I'm making is live now. Stop looking at social media as the beginning of the and the end of everything that you're going to do and be because it's not real. It's social media. It's highlight. It's clips. What doesn't apply, please let it fly. But social media couples, hey y'all, stop. You're destroying the reality in relationships, and people are suffering as a result of it. Give them a real story. Tell them the truth. Yeah, it's okay to do that because that proves that you're real and your relationship is real and it's not all fun and games all the time. And so some people say, well, all I post is the good stuff. I don't want to give people bad vibes. You're giving them bad vibes by lying to them as if everything is cool all the time. Hey, Chris and Frank, Sasso, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Josh Waring, I appreciate you. And for those of you who know, I recently moved and I just want to share this because this is important because I talk about reciprocity subject switch. Reciprocity is important. When people pour into you, pour into them. That happened for me in my recent move. I've relocated. Well, I haven't relocated exactly. It's a mini relocation temporarily, right? But I moved from one place to the other because I needed to. And I put a call out for help. I rarely ask for help. My children will tell you I rarely ask for help. I put a call out, and those people showed up and showed out, family and friends, and it wasn't the ones I expected. My name is Annette. I'm here from Word on the Curve podcast, and I want to bid you a good night. Thanks for joining me here at 47. That's right.